Welcome back. Episode 27 of the Full Program Golf Podcast. This week's guest is Lee Brennan, aka LA Golf. Lee is a golf content creator and he tells us how he fell in love with the game, and he also lifts the lid on the world of brand deals and how these work for up and coming creators. If you haven't already, please do subscribe, and we promise we're going to keep churning out these episodes. And so without further ado, let's get into it. Lee Brennan, welcome to the pod.
How are you doing? You okay?
Yeah, very well, very well. So you very graciously hosted me on the weekend at your house, just on the outskirts of Liverpool. So opening question, are you a red household or are you a blue household?
Mate, that's a brave thing to be asking when you were at my house. We're big reds. We're big reds in my house. Yeah, I'm very scared to say anything else.
Yeah, you did mention. I had a little in there. You mentioned your missus is a big Liverpool supporter. The girls are still quite little. Is it drilled into them yet already, or is that kind of work in progress at the moment?
It's funny you say that, right? So my eldest came home from school last Friday and said, "Daddy, I think I'm going to support Everton." I was like, "No, don't listen, babe. That's fine. What a best mate does. That's fine." Said, "All we've got to do, we've got to go get all your toys and put them in Maisie's room." And she was like, What do you mean? I went, "No, you can support Everton, support whoever you want. I just need all your toys back."
There's always a way to frame it. That's the beauty of parenting. I actually I remember listening to a Rick Shields podcast, and his young lad kind of starting to get into football. Rick Shields, big United fan.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, United haven't been quite the team that they certainly were for the first decade or so in the 2000s. And so all these glory hunters dotted around the country are obviously going in different directions in Gen Z and what. Yeah, exactly. And so apparently his lad was coming home and he was just like, "Well, I love Haaland. I want to support City." And he was just like, "How am I going to explain this one to you?"
It's a tough sell, isn't it? To be fair to him, he's on a battle. I've got a cousin who's a big blue, and his youngest is now a Liverpool fan. He said, "What do I do? How do I argue with him? He doesn't want to get bullied in school."
Well, I come from a household where my dad's a United fan, I'm a Chelsea fan,
Yeah.
and my brother's an Arsenal fan. So,
Wow. Okay. I'm sure Sundays were fun there.
yeah, that obviously didn't go according to plan for my dad. Anyway, let's get into some golf. I want to get it right. Your at on Instagram is la.golf channel. Is that right?
LAGolf.channel. Yeah. So, so for everyone knows, that's Lee Anthony. It's not LA. I've been unfortunate to be on the receiving end of some fantastic offers, only to find out I live in the UK. So,
yeah. Well, I said to you when we met up on Saturday, the first time you hit my For You feed, wherever you appeared, it was right when TGL announced and started launching their teams and everything else. And so I click on this content. I'm like, oh, it must be the social channel of the LA Golf Club for TGL. And I'm watching this video and I was like, why on earth is a Scouse lad running the LAGC Instagram channel?
Don't forget Tommy's a captain there, so don't be dropping that like that.
the fact that Tommy actually does play for them, it kind of just brings it all beautifully together.
It's quite sick almost early, isn't it? The second I saw he was playing for the LAGC, I ordered a cup, and I've got a cup downstairs with LAGC on.
Love it. So you are an LA man through and through.
All the way.
Amazing. All right, I want to take it right back to the beginning. Mm-hmm. You're relatively new to golf. Where did it start? How old are you? What got you into it?
So, golf's always been in my family. My granddad, he always had me following around the golf course, and I never wanted to be there. We'll get into how much I'd wish that was different. But post-COVID, I'm just typical 30-year-old, being kicked a lot, got sore knees, and I think the only thing we could do in COVID was play golf. So myself and a couple of lads a little bit older than me, we all just got into golf. We started giving it a go, probably the November time, maybe.
Yep.
And Do you know what? I loved it. Really did. I was telling my dad what I was doing because my dad was a big fan of golf, played with my granddad so much. And I was telling him, he went, listen, if there's one thing I'm telling you, it's do not use a driver till you can use your 5-iron. It's that sicko, that stuck in my head. Horrible, horrible human. Still laugh to him now because the set of clubs I had, MP64s, loved them. I had a 3-iron. So I thought, well, if I've used 5, I've got to learn to use 4 and then 3. Just taking up golf, I didn't know that was nigh on impossible. I wasn't figuring that out. And
I mean, quick initial question: are you using driver today?
just about, yeah, just about. I've got a hell of a setup at the moment, to be fair. And when we get out together eventually, I'll get to show you. I love me setup. But
I love kit. I got fitted just about around COVID, like properly fitted, and I'll tell you what, that's about as much fun as you can have with your clothes on.
Oh, don't it really does. Like when you've got all of these shiny toys, boys and toys, and then golf's so shiny. Like it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. It is
So
indeed.
we got into this local course, awfully rough, but it came with a membership for 2 places, Allerton Manor and Shade Golf Club. Horrendous golf course. Allerton was fun, but really short. And then we just battled through, tried to learn to play on YouTube. That's not something I'd recommend to many people. I put some bad habits in there. And then 2.5 years ago, I found lessons, joined the club I'm at now, and fell in love. Really took over for me.
Amazing. So you've become a decent player over a relatively short period of time. When you look back, like you started from ground zero by the sounds of it, pretty much, and everyone is at ground zero at some point in their golfing career. From where you've come, and when you look back, would you attack it differently? Like, would you, if you could talk to yourself back when you started and be like, look, lad, like this is actually the better way to approach it. Like, what would your advice be to yourself?
I'd say get lessons sooner. Don't learn the golf swing online. Like you can pick up mental tips, equipment. You can pick up simulator information, stats. I'm a big stat person. You can pick all these things up, but if you're learning to swing the golf club for the first time, go and get a lesson from your local pro who can get hands on. You can, and no hate to Skilliston and anything online. I just think somebody being able to tweak you and you can put a reference and a feel to it. That was massive to me. And again, you've referenced Rick Shields before. He used to coach, and he asked somebody who came to his lessons once, "Why are you progressing so quickly?" And I remember this stuck at me, and I think it's helped me as well a little bit. He said, "When I leave the lesson, if what you've told me to work on doesn't feel uncomfortable, I'm probably not doing it right. So I go to the extreme of being uncomfortable." And this took me from a big slice to a huge hook a couple of times. But my coach genuinely went away going, "I know Lee is going to work on what we said." And sometimes it was as simple as the grip, and I'd spend 15 minutes, it's so sad, at home. I would grip the club to a point it was uncomfortable, let go. Grip the club till it was uncomfortable, let go. And I did that 50 minutes a day for 2 weeks. And my grip is pretty solid and consistent. So little
Oh,
things like that, I'd say just start lessons earlier. That was a big one.
yeah.
Have fun on the chipping green. We didn't
Mhm.
chip and putt with me mates. I've always found that later on, big strength of mine now, I could spend hours on chipping green. They're probably the 2 things I'd say. Get on a chipping green and get a lesson.
Yeah, finally, I also went through the first couple of years of when I played without getting a lesson as well, and partly stemmed because of Bubba Watson being the kind of reason I got into the game, him winning that first Masters, hooking it out the trees, and he obviously very famously peddled the fact that he didn't have any lessons and
Yeah.
promoted not getting lessons, basically.
Yeah.
And so I went for 2 years, and I played a lot of golf in the first 2 years, and hitting a lot of balls, and getting better to a certain extent. But what it was, I was obsessed with trying to hit it far, and someone went to me. They were like, "You do know if you get lessons, you'll probably hit it much further." And I was like, "Oh, really?"
Oh, yeah.
I
Lots
was
of
like,
that.
"Whoa!"
Yeah.
And yeah, it's amazing how much better you get. Even now, like you'll know, like how often are you getting lessons today?
Um, through the winter every week, through the
Really? Wow.
summer. So from April to October, it's once a month. Just
Hmm.
that's more play the game, play the swing
Mm,
you've got. I think Fat Perez said that once. It was awesome.
yeah.
And then through the winter, it's once a week, if not every other week. Yeah,
Wow.
it's a passion. It's very much a passion.
No,
I
that's good commitment. I'm trying to commit to a slightly better schedule now. I think I'm trying to have one
mhm.
every 3 weeks or so.
Can I
But
ask where you got to with driver? How far have you got it?
how far can I hit a driver?
Well,
Uh,
you've gone to lessons. You're athletically built. So come on.
yeah, not a crazy. Again, like I was obsessed with distance, and when I really settled into the club I play at now, I had to kind of accept that I am just a tier 2 distance guy. Like my business partner Josh is like a firm tier 1, and
Okay.
he exists a full club ahead of me across the bag, and his driver just goes,
Mhm.
it's just he's always ahead, and so I had to kind of accept that. And so I'm like a 110. If I'm absolutely trying to rip it, I can get it to like 115, but I just wouldn't play that swing on the golf course. And
115 club head though. That
club head,
even at
yeah.
any point, that's it's good going in it.
Yeah, look, it's for the standard I'm at and the courses I play on,
Mhm.
perfectly far. It's all about trying to hit it straight for me rather than hitting it far.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so yeah, like I'm like a 285 guy, whereas
It's
there are just people who fly at 300, and that
oh,
isn't,
yeah, yeah.
unfortunately.
It's not even normal. Like, it's weird, isn't it, when they do?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
not.
know.
I mean, I'm just not that flexible. I just don't. I can't really like. You see, I saw a picture of. Do you watch your golf? You big into your golf? Like you have it on the TV on the
Yeah,
weekend?
yeah, yeah. Oh, no, so to my wife's detriment.
Bless her heart. I saw a picture of Scotty Scheffler, and at the top of his backswing, he's basically got both his arms just like pointing directly to the
Mm.
sky. Yet he's just kind of coiled and over the ball. And I just look at it and I was like, I can't get in that position. And if I
No,
could
yeah.
swing a third further back, then you probably hit it a third further
Oh,
forward. But
you'd like that. Let's go with that. Let's go with
yeah,
that.
something like that.
I love it.
um, All right. So, and what's the goal at this point? Like, that's a really solid improvement program you put yourself there. Like, where I've always wanted to be an old money category 1 player, and I think if I could exist somewhere between scratch and 5, I think I'd live a pretty happy amateur golf life. Like, what's your target?
Okay, so we had some time together, so you will understand that I like to reach beyond my grasp sometimes. So my goal is to be good enough to enter open qualification and not finish last. So I know to say not finish last makes it somewhat negative but to be able to enter open qualification, you've achieved something in golf. And my goal, I don't know if I'll ever get there. I'd love to say I will, and that'll be the driving force.
Mm.
But yeah, that that's my goal, and everybody tells me I'm crazy, but I'm used to that. So
Look, aim big, and if you miss, you're going to be closer to a bigger goal. Like I 100% subscribe to that. What is there a like a cutoff line that you need to get across to be
I
able to
think
actually register?
realistically, so I think formally it's one, but because of the new handicap system, a lot of people are lower than they used to be. So it probably looking at +1 to really give it a go and be able to turn up. The other thing is being able to like play competitively and be able to
Mm,
compete. That's something that there's a lot of work that needs to be done as much as technical.
hmm
Is being present in the day, on the course, and know how to get the ball around the course with a card in your hand. That'll be the
hmm
big thing I need to pick up, really.
100%. And are you playing like a
Mhm.
full kind of club summer season at the moment?
No, so I'm a 5-day member, so I have a pretty time-consuming job. I've got 2 little girls, a wife, so I push me luck as often as I possibly can, um, to get YouTube in and content. I definitely, like I say, push the boundaries. I get up, go out at 5, I get home, go
Whoa.
out at 7 in the summer. So I do crazy things like that. The
Yeah.
weekends. So Sunday, because I'm committed to do 2 YouTube channel videos a month.
hmm
I'm out Sunday. I think we're out at 6 a.m. Going to film 9 holes in the morning and then an 18 hole match in the afternoon for 2 videos as well. So I'm pressed for time. So I'm going to use social media to be my competitive platform for now.
Nice. Well,
Yeah.
I respect that commitment big time. The clocks are changing in what, just under 2
Uh,
weeks. So
2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah.
that must be a big one for you.
It's yeah, literally, it's on the wall. Do you know, like when you have a manifestation wall? Like I'm
Yeah.
just looking at that.
Love it. All right, you touched on it there. Let's segue in.
Mhm.
Social media. It's
Yeah,
obviously
okay.
becoming an increasingly big part of who you are and what you do.
Mhm.
You started golf around COVID. When did the social media side of it kind of come to the forefront?
So if I was to be completely honest, 3 years ago, I dipped my toe into YouTube. I just saw YouTube golf and thought, "That looks fun, I'll have some of that." Was very quickly humbled. Um, so I had a friend I did it with and just trying to learn to edit, film. I wasn't in the position to, so we only did that for 2 months and then came away, and I think I was looking to improve my competitive golf.
Mhm.
I was struggling in competition. I was really new people. I think we briefly spoke actually. I really struggled for confidence outside of work, in the elements in work, but on a golf course, I struggled with people, with the slightest word when you're in a swing, somebody walking across a line when you put them, but realistically, it's because you've not played well. A couple of friends called me out on it. I was like, yeah, they're right. Okay. So I thought, what's worse than those things? I was like, well, let's video it, put it online. That way, whether there's 1 or 10 people who watch, you're accountable for a schedule, you're accountable for practice, and you don't want to embarrass yourself online. So, yeah, at last year, 14th of Jan, I think it was, we really started the page.
Nice, love it. And
Yeah.
so you mentioned your 2 videos a month on YouTube.
Mhm.
What's you obviously got the short form stuff as well. Like, what's your social program looking like in its entirety at the moment?
Yeah, so as in what I put out a week?
Yeah, like what you aiming to put out a
Uh,
week and yeah.
yeah, so, I'm again quite ambitious. So I've committed to a video every day on short form. So tend to have a Monday, a little bit of a tip video. So I can't teach technical. I'm not good enough. I'm not around the game long enough. But little things that I've done to get to where I am. So over the top, I like to focus on diet, alignment sticks, grip trainer, all the very, very basic things. That
Mhm,
tends to be Mondays, a little bit of educational. The ideal through summer will be Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Will just be some on course fun challenges. Have a bit of a laugh. Wednesday's a bit of an insight to partners that we work with, opportunities, and then Friday's a fun post. Just a little bit of what's happened in the week, maybe a putting challenge, just a little bit crazy. And then on YouTube, we have a podcast once a week at the moment. So we've just hit 10. Thank you to yourself. So yeah, that was a big achievement. Looking to stick to one a week if I can for the year, excluding Christmas maybe. And then 2 YouTube videos. One is a North Wales. I don't know if you played much golf in North Wales.
I haven't, and do you know what? I was speaking to Ginger Golf on our last episode, and he's got
Mhm.
a map of all the golf courses he played,
Yeah.
and there were some real blank spots. And Welsh golf, certainly inland, doesn't seem to be really that prominent. Yeah, I'm just not
Mhm.
an expert at all, but yeah, maybe you can give some insight on some Welsh
Well,
golf.
relative to the coast, they've got some absolute crackers.
Mm,
You've got like Conway, Bull Bay, Holyhead. Is it Russ Davids? Is that
yeah,
Wales?
that's the one I've seen,
Uh,
which looks really good.
yeah, Nevin. Like, there's some belters. Even Liso, which is probably only £35 around. Great golf course. Be-
I was
yeah,
going to say there must be some good deals out there. I reckon there's some underrated golf courses that you can get on at a really good price over in Wales.
yeah, because there's not enough population in that area, so you're driving 2 hours to get there. So they've priced it fantastic. So if you're prepared to drive, stay over. Some great courses. So a friend and I are doing a match play series just across the North Coast. That should be
Love
nice
it.
and fun. And then, yeah, just a bit of a challenge. Released one against the pro last week. We've got a match coming up with Scratch Sam on Instagram. We're gonna be doing that on YouTube, so that'll be fun. Yeah, just keep them challenges coming.
Nice, love it. So you mentioned the podcast, 10 episodes
Yeah,
in, other than myself, obviously. Who's your favorite guest been? Like, who's been the most interesting conversation?
interesting. So I don't think anybody has an individual. There's been people I've been more nervous for, but what I think I've taken something from every conversation. Something actually I said I probably should share because the likes of Kev at the Mersey Masters, the first one we did, Kev is just a local lad. He's got a 1 day a year tournament. I think he's actually doing it over 2 days, sorry, this year. But he's just a lovely lad who's also looking to build confidence. And then you to hear a story of how the financial pressures of trying to set up a competition, the strain him and his wife put themselves under. I didn't obviously you're aware an event isn't a 2-second thing, but like just the message he got, I got something from that. The postman's pal, when you get me and him together, there's always a story to be told. Wakey, the way he looks at a golf course, I think we spoke about it a little bit because caddying and the way if it's not in you to be a positive course management player, then that's pretty educational. I really enjoyed the story. Then we get into Sunny, local pro. The challenges have been honestly, everybody has offered something to my game. It's been
You
awesome.
you also did, you sat down with Tommy Fleetwood's coach, didn't you? Which I thought was a particularly interesting conversation.
Wow, what a guy. Yeah, he's a special human, Norm, as well. What he
Yeah,
does for the kids is fantastic. Me and him have stayed in touch a little bit, which has been really nice. I didn't
nice.
expect that, which is awesome. So yeah, every conversation, I think you can take something from everybody if you're willing to listen.
Yeah.
From our conversation, honestly, the education and the knowledge you have of golf courses, locations, the how to make an experience of just a trip, like,
Mm.
it's got me fascinating, I think. Yeah, I couldn't say I have a favorite.
Nice. Well, I said I've listened to I think over half of the 10 so far. Loved every single
Mhm.
one of them. Really looking forward to who comes on the next 10 and hopefully the next 10 and 10 and 10 and 10 after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, really enjoyed it. So I want to take us in a direction. So you said you started a year and a bit ago, January 4th, you alluded to. I know because you've told me, but there must have been a couple of cool moments that have happened along the way. So what kind of pinch yourself moments come to mind
Oh,
that have kind of been born through this social media journey you've been on?
honestly, this is something that gets me nearly every day, genuinely. Just the fact that people genuinely have clicked follow and that every day I say to Sarah, whenever you wake up and you see some of these, first of all, you're just like, honestly, every second I'm so appreciative. And genuinely, anybody doing it, I really am. It's been awesome. But working with Oscar, I think, so Oscar and True Fit Golf have been so good to me from the first second I fell in love with the brand. As soon as I picked up golf, it's excluding I'm wearing a hoodie, but they're pretty traditionalist, block colours, nothing too much in your face. And an opportunity came up to me with the different brand, and I actually contacted Oscar to say, would would they consider working with at the time, I felt like a creator. Um, and I remember I was like, "Who do you think you are?" But I never really wanted money. I just wanted to wear things I liked, and I want people to understand that. And when they said yes, that was like a breathtaking moment. And like, Skins Golf, the golf glove brand that I work with, they were the first people to genuinely commit to me. I remember ringing, Sarah, my wife, and Sophie's the girl who helps, she's like manager.
Mhm.
I remember both of them go, "Why? Why do they wanna work with me?" Eh, and I get that quite often, I still feel like that so much. And then you can literally go through it, you know, doing the first photo shoot with Koi. Now, I don't work with Koi, we're not partnered. Tom's just a fantastic lad that I have a shoe cleaning business on the side, and we were chatting from early doors with that because I used to wear did you ever wear when you play football, did you ever wear the grippy football socks?
I didn't know.
No, oh, it was like a 1% again. And then I
Yeah.
bumped into him as I've taken up golf, and I'm like, I loved it. And then he invited me just to be a part of this day. So I was like, wow, yes, I can't say no. Just honestly, I feel like the luckiest human every day. And then jump, jump really forward, passing by very quickly someone like Tacomo with Autoflex, like getting past these, and then you go, this year is going to be probably the most breathtaking scenario that I got to tell you at mine the other day, but I guess we can share now. I'm
Yeah.
going to be emceeing all the events at Blitz. I'm not sure they'll get the crowds they got in Australia because it's 8 years old there, but they had 10,000 people for 4 events there, like, that's incredible. I'm probably shaking a little bit now, but yeah.
So let's touch on that. What is Blitz? Give the listeners a bit of background. Like what can they expect from these events that are coming to the UK?
Yeah, so Blitz, I found Blitz on YouTube, really just a quirky, fun, exciting, quick tournament, easy to consume. So it's 10 holes of golf. And what you're going to get, you get 24 players, 12 professionals, and then 12 celebrities. So it's a way of getting to see celebrities, see how they stack up against an actual professional golfer. And it's, yeah, pretty interesting. So you'll play, all 24 players will play the first 6 holes. And then after 6 holes, it'll be cut to 12 players. Now, if you're on the cut line, this is where I find, like, again, somebody who loves chipping now, you have to play nearest the pin to make it through the cut.
So all
So
24 go together on the holes.
those on the cut line. So say
But
10
sorry,
players.
for the first 6 holes, all 24 play the hole together, and then they cut them off, and then there's the cut
No,
line.
no, they'll be played as shotgun
Got
over
you.
the 6 holes. So they want to keep the format nice and quick. So
Mhm.
over the 6 holes, they'll be split up through the 6 holes. And yeah, and then so they play shotgun, and then yeah, whoever's on that cut line does the nearest the pin. So like I found that fascinating. But then after that, the scores reset. So if you were 2 or 3 under, that's back to level. Everybody's back to level
Mm.
just to keep people aggressive. You're not protecting anything. Found that fantastic. So then after those 3 holes, you then go back to a nearest the pin to makes the cut. If you're on the cut line, if you've got 6 players, that's fine. The 4 players, that's fine. And
Mhm.
then you go into the last hole. So yeah, last hole, 4 players, and yeah, you get to see a win. So it's a 3-hour tournament. It's going to be exciting. By the time it's got activations on around the stadium hole, I'll be around there interacting with anybody. I've got a little bit of free reign to be able to give some stuff away. We'll be doing some challenges where you grab the fans out. They get to try and make a putt for a bit of a prize. So it should be super interactive, really fun. I'm really excited.
Nice. So how many events have they got this summer?
Got 4. So January 14th, they're up in Leeds.
Mhm.
June 14th. June
Are the
20th.
courses confirmed, or are they still
Yeah,
finalising those?
so we've got Leeds Golf Centre on the.
Oh, no way. I used to play there at university.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I
that was
love
my
that.
university home track.
I love that. That's class. Yeah, so we'll have to get you up there then. So I am looking to see if we can do a bit of a video before it, do like a 4-man blitz. So
Yeah,
we'll
nice.
lose 1 player each time instead. Then we go down to the 21st. We'll head down to Gorndaluce, I think it's called. It's
Mhm.
just south of Birmingham, near Bromsgrove. Cracking course. We've got the 28th is in Lincoln at Lincoln Golf Club, and then the 26th, they're going to kill me now. I don't know that it's in London. It's 6 till 9 p.m. I think it's Bears Hall, just north of London. It got Golf Club of the Year last year. Yeah,
Mm.
gosh, that's terrible, isn't it?
No, look,
I
you're
Yeah,
you're 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 emceeing. You're not putting the whole thing together.
yeah.
But I think you've given us a good bit of background. Like, it's something that's starting to hit my feed at the moment. They've got a
How awesome.
decent little following on social, and so yeah, it'll be interesting to see kind of what momentum it builds in the next couple of weeks and months. You
Mhm.
obviously had the CEO, was it, on your podcast that launched this week?
Yeah, yeah, so it came out tonight. So to be fair, it's had a very good reception so far. A couple of people, they've obviously seen I've shared it, and I'd like to know that I was sharing this before the opportunity. So the opportunity got agreed last Thursday. So this was purely something I'm genuinely interested in, which
Yeah.
again, like clothes, like clubs, anything, I really do try to just stick to things I actually like. And
Are you,
yeah, yeah.
are you thinking, like, are there going to be some gags? Are you going to keep it quite clean, keep it moving? Like, have you considered what your MC style is going to be yet, or is that
Oh,
TBC?
right. No, no, no. So I've got free reign to get up and close to every player. So I mean, there's going to be professionals that do not enjoy the environment, as in they're going to be going for a win and putt, and I'm going to be over there going, "This is to win. How do you feel? Are you confident?" Like because there's going to be fans in the there's going to be fans at the event that don't understand golf. You know, the partner's going to drag them there. They need to understand what's happening. This is a new format.
Yeah.
It's about being fully involved in and immersed in the experience. You will be walking behind the fairway with the players every hole. There's no ropes up. Yeah, it's really going to be a fantastic experience. I think I'm really looking forward to it.
Love it. Well, like I said, everyone should keep an eye out for it. Blitz, as I said, it's pretty much going to come to every corner of the country this summer, and I think it brands itself as like the T20 of golf. So it'll be really interesting to see how its
Yeah.
first summer goes. And is it an Australian brand originally? They've had good success down there. Is that where it started?
Y yeah, so 8 years old now. So,
Wow,
they're in the 8th year, and it's been pretty good. It's had a nice consistent growth, done really well over there. So, they're
nice.
in the UK this year and then hoping to branch into the US next year.
The US, that's a big beast. That'll be
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be really fun.
very interesting. Well, watch this space. So just to close out on brand deals, can I say I love how you talk about Oscar like he's your firstborn son.
It
um,
feels like it.
they do great kit. Now, I think what would be interesting for the listeners is to lift the lid. So I think in the creator space, certainly from the outside looking in that I am at the moment, once you break through 10,000, you become a golf creator and you start seeing getting brand deals, etc., etc. What is the what is the kind of steps that you've experienced? Like, how did the first Oscar connection happen? How did it then grow from there? I think it should be interesting. Like, are they reaching out to you? Are you reaching out to them in the first instances? Like, for the kind of small up and coming golf creators, how are you getting brand deals?
Yeah, so I'm very lucky to work with Sophie. So originally, I guess this all started about, I think it was about 6K followers.
Hmm.
People start sending things, and in exchange, you're doing some videos and stuff. And I met this girl at work who's been awesome for me, and she was like, "Oh, what?" And like, money is not priority to me. She was like, "What are you charging for doing it?" I was like, "What do you mean? People are giving me things for free. Why would I charge anything?" And she said, "Well, once you gain a certain following, you're seen as somebody with influence." I was like, "Well, no, if I didn't like stuff, I don't share it. It's as simple as that." Like, yeah, and I think I still pretty much operate mainly on product in
Hmm.
exchange. And yeah, so we were chatting about it and the way the opportunities coming up, and then I think Sophie negotiated skins, but they did reach out in emails. So I don't know. It must have been about 6, 7K. They did reached out,
Hmm.
tried to go for a month first before we agreed to anything. Give that a go. The next brand probably was around 10K when things started to change.
Mm.
So again, Tacoma Tacoma have an option to apply to be an ambassador. So if you check out their website, you can do it that way. But I think so Oscar, going to Oscar, sorry. Oscar, I someone had sent an email, different brand had emailed and contacted me at 7,500 followers. And I think it was almost to the day the the 7.5 turned over. And it was very much the conversation of, well, I don't want to work with people just for money. I'd love to be a very small cog in the story that maybe one day they say, well, Lee's being loyal, we'll reward him in the future, sort of thing. In conversation with a small brand now for the exact same thing. I've said I don't want a commission code. And that's where the True Fit thing comes in. So if anybody wants Oscar through me, go to True Fit Golf, and I'd love the shop to see the benefit, not me.
Mhm.
I'm lucky to get product. Like, this is better. If golf can be free like that, what else can you ask for,
Yeah,
man?
yeah, amen to that.
Yeah, I was the luckiest man in the world. And I think it's always been that. There's been a little bit of reach out. So Autoflex, that was a bit of another creator suggested they work with people, and if you're the right feel to a brand, do you know,
Do you
very
do you
ineffective.
do you wanna just give do you wanna just give a bit of background on what Autoflex is?
Autoflex are this sensationally bizarre driver shaft that makes your ball go further and straighter. And that sounds like the craziest sell in the world, but that is the truth. It comes at a cost. It's £700 for a golf shaft. Now, it has what they call hidden Korean technology. There's two shafts. I think is it X? Is there a driver shaft called X Flex or X4, something like that? There are
In
two
their
Korean.
range?
No, separate company. There are two Korean companies that do this hidden Korean technology.
Mm.
And excluding the price, if everybody could get one for Velocore price of 350, which is still pretty expensive,
Mhm.
I promise you'd be in it. I have not seen somebody not gain 3 to 5 more. Like 3's being the minimum ball speed I've seen added.
Now, educate me a little bit here. My understanding of it is it's they're quite whippy to
So,
kind of feel normally, but then they almost like stiffen themselves as you
mhm.
swing. Is that right?
It's the most bizarre feeling you'll ever have. But this I tell you, honestly, you get to the top, it's like swinging not even regular, do you know the A-flex, like for
Yeah,
seniors?
yeah, just like
Oh,
a
you get to the
noodle.
top and you're like, "Oh, what's that?" The face feels open, feel like you're gonna lose it. Get 3 swings in, you forget. It rewards a smoother tempo. So at the top, the load you put on the shaft,
Mhm.
it then finds itself to time back up at impact. It's bizarre. It's magic. It's just magic. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no, I've caddied for someone with one, and so was having a look and a play with it, but I've never hit one myself. So
Oh,
you're selling me the dream here.
I promise. So, if you look, Berger Golf, lovely lad, went down to meet him because of an opportunity in Watford, and he's used it and is seeking one, actively seeking one. He's just like, "This is a weapon." It's
I need it.
yeah, yeah. It gives you that. My fairways have I almost doubled because I was only like 1 in 3, honestly, to a point where it's like 2 and 3 now. Keeping up with a professional the other day on the golf course, like,
Blimey.
yeah.
You're really
He
selling me the dream because I do not drive the golf ball straight at all. uh, might have to come up
Yeah,
and have a go with your one or something. I don't know.
I'll just send it down. I promise it's worth it. Like, the benefit, again, so could Autoflex come with a code, and I don't like, again, I don't really want it, like, so there's a brand, Scottsdale, that sell them. I just
Mhm.
guide customers that way and say, "Can you give them the discounts I'd get, but without me getting them any money or anything?" Because I just think people need to give them a go. It's so
Yeah,
good.
nice.
Yeah, such a sales pitch for it.
Interesting. I have spent a phenomenal amount of money on my shafts in my driver and my forward.
Ooh,
So
go on. What chassis you go to?
I have the Project X has hazardous stuff. Certainly back in the
Mhm.
day when I got it done, they have two variations. They've got a Chinese spun, machine spun shaft, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they have a small batch American hand spun shaft, which is done in San Diego. And so I've got the hazardous Hulk. It's like this.
Yeah, yeah, I remember it.
It's not electric green, but it's a metallic green, and I've got that 6.5 TX, I think. Which when I got fitted, I was using a relatively off the shelf standard stiff, and I remember hitting it, and I was just like, I was actually only there to get fitted with irons, and I was like, oh, I might as well get fitted for the bag, just so then in the future I know. And the
Mhm.
minute I hit it, I was like, whoa, this is a big step in
Yeah, yeah.
a better direction. And so then I've got a very similar one, but it's like a metallic blue instead in a forward that I've got. So
Mhm.
they're the best part of
Right. So
350 quid each. And so once you put a £500 driver head on top of it, you're well en route to spending 1,500 quid on 2 clubs, which
yeah.
I'm just not doing that often. And I remember actually when I left the fitting guy, so I go to a guy who actually owned by Club Champion now down in Basingstoke, Jason McNiven. He's an old tour truck guy, and he's just like Rain Man, sits on the computer, looks at the numbers. He's got like a library of shafts, and he's handing them to you, and you're getting closer, and your numbers are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And it is unbelievable. And when I left, I was just like, Jason, I was just like, probably not going to see you for 10 years, mate. He was just like, come back in 5. And it's been about 6, and I haven't gone back yet because I've been avoiding it.
Yeah. Have you tried graphite iron shaft yet?
I haven't.
Right. If you want to ruin your own day, find somebody that fits for the Fujikura Velocore iron shafts.
Have you got graphite shafts?
I did. I did. Yes. So
You did.
when
You're not selling me. If you've got steel shafts in your irons, you're going to struggle to tell me to go into graphite
yeah,
iron
no,
shafts.
they weren't an option for when I went to Tacoma. That's all.
Ah, I see.
So to strip them and rebuild, I'd got a bit stronger 'cause I'd been training, and to
Hmm.
replace them would not have been fun.
No,
But
I can
when you
imagine.
hit them, oh my gosh, so good.
so my dad's wife is a keen golfer, and she has got Yonex irons with graphite all the way through, and they cost her a fortune.
Mm.
Um, I So like a lot of two irons now. We kind of segue
Yeah,
into
yeah.
gear, but I like it. I had it on my list. I wanted to ask
Yeah,
you
yeah.
anyway. I've got a two iron, and most two irons, driving irons, are graphite now. But I have a
Mhm.
steel shaft in it, and I subscribe to the thinking that steel stays more on the planet than graphite.
I I'd only say has it been fit to yet. So if you went and just buy graphite off the shelf, possibly so.
Hmm.
But the way they can build, talking about an upgrade on your Project X shafts,
Hmm.
Fujikura and the Velocore technology. I can't think of the name of what's in Mitsubishi's, but this technology they put in it, they can put in different places. Sorry, not that. They can put in different places to reward certain release patterns. To if you yank on a handle, I'm not as intelligent on the tech side as much as I should be because I've invested some time into it. But
Hmm.
they can invest in it to be stiffer in certain areas to make your game better. So the torque at the end of the club, they can increase it, decrease it. There, whereas a piece of metal, it's a piece of metal.
Yeah,
There's a weight, there's a stiffness. This can be built for you essentially. I wouldn't write it off. I'd just say if you went for a
yeah.
fitting,
No, no, no. I'm
yeah,
relatively open minded, but no, that makes sense. So
mhm,
essentially, you're saying there is more tailor
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
ability
No,
to
that's it.
tailor it to the golf swing of
Hmm.
the person rather than steel. Which yeah, I can subscribe to that.
Hmm.
So Tacoma, they obviously have basically launched themselves on the back of golf
Oh,
content creators like that.
yeah.
Yeah, and I really rate the strategy. It's clearly working. They are up and coming. They are new. They maybe haven't got as much kind of brand equity with the general public.
Mhm.
As a user, as an ambassador, tell us about the product. Like, how are you enjoying it, and what the quality is like?
Genuinely, if you like a soft feeling iron,
Hmm.
give them a go. They are half the price if you're buying brand new. If you have a brand that you love, I'm never going to say don't go to them, but after starting with MP64s, I always loved the soft iron. The my first fitting put me into TaylorMade P790s. I did not like forgiveness. I've always liked a small, painful piece of metal at the bottom of my golf club that reminds me of when I'm not very good. And Tacoma do that with a beautiful feeling off you hit one good one, just like almost any other blade. And I think it was a creator that said this, but Luke Kwan is a very capable golfer. And he said, if he's not speaking on the terms of the 101s or the two at the time, the current 201 Ts. He was speaking of the 301s, the blades or the 201 at the time. He said, that is a piece of metal. All you're paying for at the bottom of your club is the piece of metal. As long as that loft is good, it's relatively soft. That can go up against any other piece of metal. So you're talking the MBs, the CBs of TaylorMade. You're talking the Apex of series of Callaway. You're not looking for the technology and investment. So if you're on that end of the scale, it seems crazy to pay twice as much. I think that's a massive factor for me. The
Yeah.
wedges, if you like full face grooves, if you don't, they're not going to be for you. You've got to like what you look at. But I have had professionals that I play with use them, and Jesus, they spin a golf ball. So I'm cutting through my Callaway Chrome Tours at the minute, and I'm not happy about it. But that ball spins, and honestly, they're fantastic for that. So the big thing for me is that if you're somebody who's using something that's simplistic, piece of metal, you like a
Hmm.
blade, traditional loft, you can still bend them stronger, but you're not looking for ultimate forgiveness. They're epic. Now, I've got a set of the 201 Ts in the garage at the moment that I need to do a bit of a fitting on. I'm not the best person to give you an opinion on what's the best technology, but I'm going to use a pro with me. What they've done aesthetically is absolutely stunning, but relative to consistency of ball striking, you're not going to find that from me. So we're going to get a professional to do it, and it will be an honest opinion. Tacoma sent them out because I'd done something for them and said, fine for any opinion, just as long as it's honest. I'm really looking
Nice.
forward to it. Aesthetically, they did something really cool with them though. They've shaped the top line so you don't lose forgiveness, but aesthetically you don't see it. So the top line at
Mm,
201 looks smaller than my 301. So it's pretty cool.
interesting. And I like a thin top line. I
Mhm.
used to play an MB, and I've had a bit of a knee jerk reaction and went to a 790, and
Oh wow,
they yeah,
that's
yeah,
a big
big knee jerk
yeah, yeah.
knee jerk reaction, and I need to settle somewhere back in the middle. Is
Mhm.
my is my thinking. So you've alluded to different elements already, but just give us a whistle stop tour. What's in the bag, start to finish?
Okay, so we've got the Callaway Quantum Triple Diamond Max at the moment, head with the Autoflex. I think it's the 505X shaft, so it's an extra stiff shaft. We've got currently the woods may change, but I've got a Stealth 2 Plus 3 wood. I love it. It's a low spin, brutal thing for me, so I struggle in the wind, cuts through everything. It's the only the only club I can draw as well. It's got this crazy Fujikura Ventus Velicor TR red in it. It's a 6X, stout as anything, came off a tour truck. Awesome club. Got the Stealth 2 7 wood with a Velicor 6S in it. So nice, lovely club. If anyone hasn't got a 7 wood and you struggle to hit a golf ball, that makes it easy. When it's windy, it's painful. Like it just gets so high in the air. And then through the bag, 4-2 pitch and wedge. You've got the 301 CB. Got the blacked out edition. Really love them. Very nice.
Nice.
Everything's got the alignment grip on as well. I just like to be able to have a reference point to go back to square grip. I think it's always
Hmm.
good to have.
Yep.
Got the Tacomo SF002s in wedges and currently between two putters. So luckily Lab sent out an Oz one with a firm face, and I've got the DF3 with the softer insert or soft face. I find
No,
I love the Lab, but in the winter I struggle to get to the hole, so we've gone for a firm face for that.
what did you have pre-lab? Just out of interest, like what was the jump?
Mizuno Mcraft 4, so blade style putter.
Hmm.
Absolutely loved it. Always wanted to use a blade. I I am very daft in the way I choose equipment. None of that above is what I should be using. I so relative to fitting, the shafts have all been fitted. The heads I make work. Coops will hate me for this, but I spin my 7 iron like 8,000 revs.
Uh-huh.
I overspin the golf ball, but I love it. Never goes too far. I feel like it gives you that touch more control. The putter is the one thing that I think get forgiveness on because it helps get the ball in the hole. So 6 foot, I feel unbeatable.
So then, with that setup, grade me your game: putting, chipping, irons, driver.
Okay, can I
Where do they
tell a little story before that?
where do they land? Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I played with a +2 golfer the other day, and he said, "I've never seen anyone drive the ball like Rory, use the iron plays like Stevie Wonder, the wedge game of Mickelson, and putting was prime GT." So if that helps.
So 3 of them at
Yeah,
one, and then a distant fourth.
yeah, very much so. I'm one of those guys because I'm new to golf. I don't know if you find this because when you have a feel for irons and you're getting down and you're hitting them well, I'm doing the same with driver. I'm slicing the hell out of it. So I don't have two feels, and
Mhm.
I'm working on that. It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a different. Oh, I certainly grade it as a different golf swing. Would
Mhm.
well, certainly driver to irons. Like I'm not thinking the same things over the ball, which I'm not sure. I'm not even going to claim you should or shouldn't, but that's how it works in my brain.
Are you up on driver? Do you feel like you're really up, sweeping up?
Yeah, I get two up, and so I
Mm.
almost need to feel like I'm hitting it forward rather than up because
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's up anyway.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, nice,
Ha
cool.
ha What about
Mm,
your part of your game?
Parts of my game. I would say it is putting one, irons two, chipping three, driver four.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. That would
Yeah, yeah.
be. I, I if I can get it in play off the tee consistently on a round of golf, I think I'm going to score well.
Mhm.
I just have I just have like too wild in me that appears its head a couple of times around. And so if you could stick me, I tell you where is a good Leeds Golf Centre where the Blitz is going in when it's up in Leeds. That is a relatively new golf course. And so a lot of
Mhm.
their trees haven't matured and stuff like that. And so you literally could stand on those tees and just hit it anywhere. And it was quite long. I think their back tees were like over 7,000 yards. But that wasn't too much of a problem. So I could spray it around there. And so I used to shoot some decent scores. But I'm trying to think of somewhere really tight that I've played and just there's a course down in South Africa called George Golf Club, Parkland Golf Course, old school, short and tight as you like. And I've played it
Suits you.
twice. And the first time I played it, I think I had 19 Stapleford points,
Oh, wow.
which was comfortably my
Mhm.
worst round of 2025.
I would
So,
have thought with the iron play that would suit you, just plot your way around or were you
yeah,
trying to use driver?
yeah, it was right at the end of the holiday, and to be honest, I'd sort of had enough playing golf at the same time. So I think it was just like us just we're going lashing it round, and
I love it.
yeah, and it all kind of fell apart. But
Yeah, yeah.
yes, but what I said, we're on a lesson program, and
I
maybe
love it.
hopefully that will all change. But
Can I
you
ask that
never
we
know.
book a round in before you start this program, please?
Well, I tell you, I've got my second lesson on Thursday. Really
Awesome.
enjoyed the first lesson, and I felt there's some signs of good things that came out in
Mhm.
Scotland last week. So you got to be quick. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. We'll make that happen, don't worry.
I think we'll have quite a good game by the sounds of it. So
Mm.
I don't
Yeah.
know what stipulations you put. It's going to be on your channel. I can just imagine you're going to have all these rules, all these banana skins to make yourself look good.
40
And let me tell you, before you even jump in it, I'm just not going to have it. I'm just not going to have it. I want a level playing field, me and you, and we're going to see Manu oh Manu who the better golfer
Listen,
is.
my ball, my rules, okay?
All right, let's keep it moving. I want to get into some golf travel if that's all right. We
Fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Really looking
we
forward to it.
discussed a little bit when we chatted on Saturday. Take us to a destination that you like.
Yeah, okay. So the B2, and I'm gonna give you a UK one and one abroad if that's okay, because I
Love it.
feel like you can get me the abroad one in a better experience.
Hmm.
So if you were want to play two beautiful rounds of golf and have a real unique stay, Formby Golf Club. They've got the men's and the women's course. Two of my favourite golf courses. Absolutely adore them, and they have cozy little rooms on top of the clubhouse. So
Nice.
yeah, I would recommend that to anybody that is looking to play golf and have some fun. The men's is a brutal, long Heathland Links style golf course, and then the women's is this fantastic, fun little. You might use driver twice. Perfect day for you. Could be the round.
Yeah.
But absolutely adore it. But if I was going abroad though, Quinta del Lago, what a setup! I love it. I need to play Larangel. You've played it, haven't you?
I've actually not, no, but
Oh,
no. So I've sent a million people to QDL, and my business partner Josh has gone every year for the last 6 years. So
yeah.
whenever we get an inquiry, I very much kind of shift it onto him. I'm like, you give him the good stuff, but I've only heard good things. Let's touch on Formby first.
Okay.
Obviously, Formby sits within the Southport region, and yes, you got the pair of golf courses there. You've also got just unbelievable tracks around it as well. I was
Yeah.
at Hillside last Sunday. I mean, what a golf course that is. Um, I think the ladies' course gets overlooked quite a
Oh,
lot, and I don't know if you follow Cookie Jar Golf, but I really like the stuff that they put out on socials, and they absolutely love the ladies' course. And if
mhm.
you've never played it or never seen it, I'd encourage people to go and look on their Instagram because they do some great photography of it. But I think there's a real charm to a course that isn't this big, long, modern thing. And
Mhm.
just neat holes, fun experience. Like if you're with your mates and you're just looking to have a good time, I just thought it'd be a really good round of golf. And then I said Formby then gives you that pedigree as the backup course. But it is just a magical place to play golf. And you, sir, are very lucky that you live
Spoiled.
within a stone's throw from it.
Although the blasphemy that I've not played the other ones on the coast, I genuinely don't think you'd need to be anywhere other than the ladies. That it's a great test of golf. You're gonna really work on your iron play while you're there. The rough is punishing, the greens are rapid, and I'm talking this time of year. And if you go between November and March, it's
Hmm.
£80. Like I can't even begin to imagine the package that you'd be able to put together for people for the experience of where to stay, the things you can have people do in Liverpool, the
Mm.
everything in and around it. Oh, stunning, honestly.
And I think to that point of the green fee being so low over the winter, the conditioning of these golf courses
Oh,
because of the soil they're on during those months is I cannot even begin to describe how good Hillside was
I was
yesterday.
about to say, can we just talk about that for a second? Like the weather you played in and the fact it was playable for as long as it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it rained virtually the whole time, and at no point was it a problem. So farm underfoot, fairways are like carpets, greens rolling. To be honest, at that time of year, at a really nice pace. They're
Yeah, yeah.
true, but they're not like frighteningly fast because I haven't played a huge amount of golf up there in the middle of the summer, but I can only imagine when it's firm and fast that
Mhm.
it can be a bit of a baptism of fire. But a lot of good stuff. And give us a Liverpool City nugget. What's a restaurant they should go to? A bar they should go out to? Oh, well, you're a Scouse lad. Give us a nugget.
If you come to Liverpool and you're going for a drink, a night out, and you don't go to Matthew Street, experience the likes of Flanagan's, you're mental. Honestly, it's rough, it's sticky floors, but it's Liverpool. It's cool. You'll meet great people. Probably the most. I know it sounds biased. Some of the most welcoming people that you'll meet. I promise. Yeah, you're not gonna have a bad time. You could go there alone, and you'll have one of the best nights of your life. I promise you. Get to Matthew Street if you come to Liverpool. I will 100% take you out. Don't need to drink. You will just laugh the entire time. And we've got food wise, I'd have to bring me sister in law. She tells me off. I'm very easily pleased with food. But she could take you around Liverpool, tour you around some of the best restaurants that you're going to enjoy. Again, I think it's the atmosphere. I think it's the people that yeah they'll entertain you.
I'm clearly, as people hear, a southern lad. It's a much friendlier world up your way. I know you came down to London a couple of weeks ago and were slightly taken back by the fact that no one talks to each other on the tube.
Oh, don't. I did get one lady to smile though, so I'll take that. I'll take what I can get.
And you worked hard for it, no doubt.
I
Um,
grafted. I did.
yeah, look, and Manchester's right there as well. So you're not
Mm.
confined to Liverpool if you're up that way. Like there is a lot of options and two great UK cities. All right, let's go to the warmer climate. Down to Portugal. How many
Oh.
times you've been down there?
Only once. I've only travelled to play golf outside the country 3 times. So once in Spain, once Portugal, and one in America. So new to golf, unfortunately. Trying to sell this to the wife. That's why it's a business now.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Oh, well, you've got. I'm quite excited for you. I think that you've got
Mm.
all these things ahead of you.
I've met the
Whereabouts
right
in
person to make
where,
it happen as well, haven't I?
y- exactly? Took the words
Yeah.
out of my mouth. Where are you in America?
West Coast. I played Torrey Pines.
Did you?
Yeah, the north, unfortunately, but like I say, unfortunately, it's got a hole of six holes that are absolutely stunning. But yeah, Torrey Pines running. But if you get to West Coast, I'd call it a bit of a hidden gem, Steel Canyon. Um,
Nice.
Steel Canyon, it's got a ranch course, steel course, and the canyon course with 3 nines. Wow, love that. I think that was probably my favourite actually as well. Really
Really?
enjoyed it.
Nice. We
Yeah,
love a hidden gem. We love a hidden gem.
do you know when it's like between the mountains
Yeah.
and it's like it's all grey brown and you've just got this grass in the middle. Oh, stunning. I think it was the first time as well I'd made a ball spin off the green in my life. I was over the moon. It's a bit
Yeah,
different golf over there, isn't it?
it is. When you get those I'm no grass expert, but whatever the other type of grass is that they stick on greens in South Africa is the same, and
Mhm.
you can just absolutely razz your golf ball, and you're just like,
Oh,
"Yo."
yeah. It's
You
the
suddenly
biggest
feel like a
confidence
real
builder.
player.
Yeah. Although you end up 4 putting because 'cause you're off the
Yeah,
green or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
it
whatever.
looked cool. It looked cool.
You would probably love, you'd love desert golf then as well, if that
Yeah, yeah.
visual of the kind of
Mhm.
the fairway set amongst a kind of more rugged landscape. I think desert golf's amazing. You've got cactuses and the desert, and
Mhm.
then just bang, fairway right in front of
Y
you. There's some great stuff.
It's the colour changes, isn't it?
Mm,
I probably the sort of thing that makes Augusta so beautiful, the pine, the white sand, the grass. Yeah, I love, the aesthetic of golf as much as anything, to be fair.
I love the aesthetic of golf as well, Lee.
Mm.
So we could go on forever, but we're not going to. Back to
Okay.
Portugal.
Oh,
So
sorry.
you played South and North. Favorite out of the two?
I think I'm gonna go. So we were discussing this. A lot of people would say south, but I think I prefer the north.
Mm.
The north, I'd probably go with the word more fun. South was a really good challenge. Enjoyed it. You can tell. I think South's the one they use for the Open, isn't it? Put the Portuguese
South's
Open.
the premier course
Yeah,
there, supposedly, but I know lots of people that have other favorite. I've people that like Larangel the best, as an example.
well, yeah, I've been told that. Thanks for rubbing that in again, but that's okay. But no, North, North again, just there was a bit more of a fun aspect to it. I think, yeah, you felt like you could be more aggressive. You weren't trying to navigate the course a little bit. Yeah,
Mhm.
so it if I had a card day, I like a test of golf, but yeah, there's something about North. I really enjoyed the test of it. The
Nice.
fun. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a bad golf course there.
Mm.
Did you Where did you stay when you were there?
So we had a villa, just in the hills a little bit north of the harbour. So is
Nice.
it the harbour of, is it Albufeira? Is that
Yep.
right? Yeah, yeah, just so we were only 10 minutes away from there, but just slightly in the hills. Absolutely stunning, pool overlooking the dock, and we ate there most nights, though. Some of the
Yeah.
fish food, oh, wow. When you're on a coast, you're just so lucky, aren't you, for food?
Yeah. It's, cuisine in Portugal is incredibly good. It always has been. Prices are creeping up these days, but I think
Mhm.
generally speaking, it's still a great holiday. What time of year did you go?
We went in July, so right at the
Ooh,
end of July,
bang in
yeah,
the summer.
yeah, yeah, but, I think, it wasn't erratic, genuinely. I think we walked off. The golf No, I think even the golf, I think they structure the pricing plan of QDL pretty well, don't they?
Mhm.
If you're
Yeah, yeah.
playing more than 1 round, I think they're pretty solid. It wasn't erratic, for what I'd have imagined it to be. The
Mhm.
food, the people, honestly, yeah, I think I really like Portuguese people. I think they're really cool, really nice, very friendly, great with the kids, which is massive for me.
Yeah.
And then where we were, you can definitely see there's a party scene as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you're getting down there, it's not like you're tied into just a family holiday. That can accommodate all sorts of holidays there.
I know there's, I think BJ's is the beach bar that has sucked souls out of many a Brit over the years, but, uh, any ambitions to get the girls into golf? I know they're quite young at the moment, but
The dream, the absolute dream. Yeah, so last year we had them doing some lessons, and
mhm,
you know what? My youngest, oh my god, she beats balls. She
really?
loved it. Yeah, I think she got out 70 yards at one point. She's only 5. Epic. Yeah, there's a topic coming up, and I have 2 answers, and you'll understand where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, to play golf with the girls is a bit of a dream, to be fair. Yeah, I
Nice,
love it.
alright. Well, I think it might be a good chance to move into it. So parting question as ever on the pod. I
Mhm.
need your fantasy football and the golf course you wanna go and play at.
So I have just teased that there's 2 answers. I've got a dream of the future and a dream of the past. So I'd love if Sarah and the 2 girls, we had a fourball, and if content takes us wherever we can go, the 4 of us playing golf, I think that's you can't not be a dream, can it? But,
No.
but until that day comes, because that's a real one, it's achievable, I
Does
would
the
say
golf course change, could I say, just, for the 2 options?
No, yeah, no, so the golf course would be Formby Ladies with the girls, it does change.
Yeah,
So I
love it.
did hint at the other so this is the dream, this one,
Yeah,
because it's not, unfortunately, it's not possible. I would play, and excuse the soppiness, I would play the Augusta par 3, we spoke about this.
yeah,
I
like it.
think I love it. As much as I'm terrible with my iron play, I back my wedges, so, and I'd play with Adam, who I'm doing the North Wales series with, my best friend, he was my best man. Love him to bits. I've known him since I don't know, I was 9. My dad, yeah, again, my best friend, my business partner, the person I love playing golf with, and unfortunately, my granddad, who's not here, and I didn't get a chance to play with him. So that'd be my fourball.
Nice, mate. Very, very wholesome. We've had lots of celebrities and golfers that, yeah, felt like
I just
two.
don't want to embarrass myself with them. That's all. So,
So you're telling me if you make open qualifying standard, it might all change. You'll have a third option.
oh, listen, if I could play with the LAGC one time, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't think around my granddad would probably be the dream. To be fair.
That would be a collab that the world didn't know they needed. With
Imagine
LAGC.
Tommy and the Timu together.
Tommy and Timu. God, do you know what? We haven't even touched that. I feel like we have to before we go. So
Oh, the
please, please,
story.
please, just tell, just for anyone that's listening at this point, just tell them the Timu Tommy story.
Yeah, right. So yeah, so obviously the curls are out. I had the pleasure last year of visiting Alwoodley, and again, if you're North Yorkshire way, it's north of Leeds, isn't it? But it's not North
Yeah,
Yorkshire.
yeah, just above Leeds.
Stunning venue though, great track. Do you like it by the way? You played?
Yeah, yeah. It's like I think it's the premium Leeds golf course.
Top track. So I'm leaning into my golf bag, just get my balls out ready to go out on the first tee, and a lady comes over and she goes, excuse me, I'm really sorry." I was like, "What do you mean you're really sorry?" She went, "If the girls come over and ask, 'Are you Tommy?' I apologise, I've told them that Tommy Fleetwood's here." "What do you mean?" She went, "Well, I've seen you here and I just you looked a bit like him from a distance." I was like, "Right, okay." She said, "I sound like him as well, obviously doesn't help." She said, "I went and asked in the pro shop, 'Is Tommy Fleetwood here?'" To which the pro went, "Be quite odd, he's on telly." Um, and then she came over and was like, "Oh, you do look a bit like him, don't you?" Say, "Yeah, a little bit rougher, aren't I?" She went, "Are you as good as him?" I said, "Not quite." She went, "Oh, like the Temu version then?" I was, and that was it then. So yeah, Temu Tommy, Tommy Fleetwood will worse in every way.
Well, as I said, there's another collab. Well, I suppose it would happen part of the LAGC. I believe one day Timu Tommy will play with real Tommy, and that will just be such an unbelievable video, and I'll be right there, front and center, to take it in.
Have you seen he's playing left-handed now? That
Y-
if I can play him left-handed, uh,
You got a chance.
I'm not sure I'd have a chance, but I'd have a better chance.
All right, Lee, sign us off. Where can the listeners find you? What are your socials? What's coming out? Yeah, any parting message?
Yeah, so LA Golf channel on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Same on Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, just everybody, if you want to have a little bit of fun, watch me embarrass myself a little bit, and just try and smile through a day. We'll be posting daily, and a massive thank you, Steve. I honestly had the opportunity. I really do appreciate it.
No, absolute pleasure. And we are Full Program Golf, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and we will see you in the next one. Cheers, mate.
Thank you so much. Have a blessed one.